Hi, welcome to Blog Talk with Indy Jones. Today's topic is about the book, about my Winged Warrior series specifically. So I have 3 questions that I'll discuss today, and let's get started with question 1. I have it written down here because I don't remember. So question 1, who designed your cover? So you guys can see my covers here. I'm going to move to the side just to make sure you guys are able to see the third one, the middle one. I think I was just covering that middle one. So I'm going to slide back over, hopefully position myself here so you can see all 3. So the covers here, so Fire, Fury, Faith, book 1, Heat, Hunt, Hope, that's book 2. And then the third book in the trilogy is entitled Lies, Lust, Love. And all the books in the trilogy, they were created by Jennifer Manswami of JM, make sure I get it right, JM, Jennifer Manswami of Rising Force Creations. And Jennifer is, you have no idea. If you like these covers don't even scratch the surface as to this woman's level of talent. She's absolutely amazing. I've purchased these 3 covers from her and then one other with a dragon, and I haven't written that book and I can't wait to write it just for the cover alone. It's beautiful. She's extremely talented, and I'm a member of her Reese Cult Facebook group, and that's how I was introduced to her. I was in the anthology group with, a whole lot of authors, and I saw this one author's cover, and it was just an amazing cover, and so I probably just gave her a compliment on her cover, and she shared who had created her cover, and I in turn joined Jennifer's group, and she has a huge following. And it's well-deserved because, as I said, she's an amazing talent. She's a sweet person. She's really into making unique covers. Most of her stuff is always different. She pushes herself. She has these great ideas, and she just says, well, I wonder if this is going to work. And so she makes something. And I don't really see a lot of other designers doing that. I'm not saying that they aren't. I'm not a part of every group that is out there on Facebook, but when I think about her, I think of her being an artist first, that her muse truly moves her, and she'll just see something and she'll say, I wonder. She'll make something, and then for those of us who are members of her group, authors who we weren't thinking like anything. We didn't think that we needed anything, but then we see what she created and we're like, oh, that's a need. That's a must-have. So that's powerful, I think, as an artist, to move an author to write something simply because your visual inspired this idea. And so I saw that she had Fire, Fury, Faith up. She had it as a pre-made, and I know I had mentioned that I had an Angel series, and so I told her a little bit about it. So she put it up, and she tagged me in it, and my mouth dropped. I'm like, oh wow, I have to have this. So I purchased this cover, and I probably purchased this cover at least 2 years ago, I believe. And at the time, I couldn't publish my other works because they were under contract. Fire, Fury, Faith was under contract with the publisher. So I knew that once I received my rights back to this book, as well as to Heat, Hunt, Hope, that I would want to publish it under my own publishing company, Karumba Publishing, and that I would need my own book covers. And so that was the path I went down with Jennifer when I saw this red book cover, because it just physically, just when you look at the layout with the fire and of course the wings and just the red and with the being Fire, Fury, Faith, and it just made a lot of sense with where I was going with the series. So she did book 1, I purchased that, and then when I got to a point where as I was ready to publish the other 2 books, she was able to do book 2 and book 3 for me. So again, as you see, I went on a lot with this particular answer as far as Jennifer, and it's just because I think she is an amazing talent, and I'm grateful that she was able to rebrand this series, and it's received a lot of positive feedback, as well it should. So I'm grateful that I was able to get someone as talented and as conscientious as Jennifer to create the covers for this series. So that's question number 1. Question 2, let's see. Did you learn anything during the writing of your recent book? And I always learn tons of stuff. And I think probably at the heart of this question is maybe content, because I do a lot of research. But I would say what I most learned is not about the research that I performed for this series. So right now, I'm writing about maybe a little less than 2/3 of the way through writing Lies, Lust, Love. By the time you listen to this book, this blog talk, I probably would have already finished the book and be in the process of going through my first round of serious edits. So my question as far as what did I learn from the writing of this book, I'm speaking very specifically to the silver cover Lies, Lust, Love. And Fire, Fury, Faith, that was my first published book. I published that way back in 2012. Now here we are, it's been in 2020, okay? So we're talking about an 8-year gap. And I have probably at least 10 books that span between when I wrote Fire, Fury, Faith, and now with me writing Lies, Lust, Love. So what I learned from writing this book is to never allow that many years to take place between your series, between your books and your series. It's just the whole rhythm of it is skewed, and trying to get back into what you were thinking, where you wanted to go with the series, not to mention the 3rd book in the series. So of course I had to reread both of the books, and then which in a series is necessary anyway, but the farther you are from it, the more you're able to really like hold on to, like I said, where you wanted to go with the series, your purpose of the series, understanding your characters, because the characters in book 1 and book 2, they also appear in book 3. So you want to make sure that your series, that it meshes seamlessly. You want the reader to have a good reading experience and there not to be inconsistencies. And I think when years pass between books and series, that's very easy to do unless an author is very conscientious about making sure they go back, read the books, read the notes, whatever it is, get back in the mindset of those characters to make sure you have that level of consistency. And so for me, that was the biggest lesson that I learned, not to allow so many years to lapse between books in the series. And that also brings me to question number 3, which is, what did you enjoy most about writing this book? And again, I'm referencing writing Lies, Lust, Love, because that's what I'm currently writing. And what I found most enjoyable was really getting back into this series, reacquainting myself with those old characters. Cyril and Issa, those were my first characters. I said those were my first published book 8 years ago, and so reuniting with them, they were like old friends, and I remember why I liked them so much, why they were such great characters in the story. Same thing with Alistar and Sora for book 2, and then here I have Anada and Nathaniel, and then I'm thinking about how they fit into this world that I created and what is truly their story. And so that's really been the most enjoyable part, being able to finish this series, something that I really should have done years ago. That's fulfilling, and I'm enjoying doing that. And going back to question 1, I will tell you from the author that already having a book cover, especially one as amazing as what Jennifer was able to create for me, it inspires you, it motivates you to create a story that is as awesome as the covers. Because when someone looks at your cover online, a lot of times we're visual creatures. We might read the blurb, but what really initially catches us is a great cover. And what you want to do as an author, you have a beautiful cover, you have an enticing cover, and you know that the person really was drawn to your book because of that cover. You want to make sure that you write a story that is as engaging and as worthwhile of the cover. Right? You want to make sure the cover is great, the story is great, and together they provide an enjoyable experience for that reader. So that was the most enjoyable part for me, getting back in there and being able to finish something that I started many years ago. And so that sense of completion, I feel very, very good about that. But I still have a third of the book to write. So I'm looking forward to concluding this series and wrapping it up. So when someone goes to read it, they have everything there and they can see exactly what I mean by winged warriors. And they are wonderful, wonderful couples. So in book 1, you have Issa and Sarah. Book 2, you have Zora and Alistair. And then finally, in book 3, you get the complete story of Nathaniel and Anata. So that's my Winged Warriors series. So thank you for joining me for Blog Talk about the book. Please be safe and take care. See you next time.